Hello, everyone. My name is Nipun Chopra. I'm the COO of Dextech, and we are developing a wearable solution that increases mobility and reduces fall injuries in individuals living with Parkinson's disease. So the problem we're working on is called freezing of gait, which affects about 2/3 of people living with Parkinson's disease. And so what is freezing of gait? Well, as one person we interviewed as a part of our customer interviews told us, it feels like it goes on forever, even though just a few seconds, and it makes people feel embarrassed to go outside and makes them feel nervous that they're going to fall. So what it is it's a brief, sudden episode of immobility, and it affects 2/3 of people with Parkinson's. We know that people who have fog, freezing of gait, often are at elevated risk for fall injuries, and 7 out of 10 of people who experience fog talk about how they walk less, they go out less, and they lose autonomy. So there are current approaches that rely on something called cueing, visual cueing, auditory cueing, tactile cueing. And what it does is it enables initiation of movement and then walking. But the current solutions, and this is almost none, but what's out there is either not portable, not personalized, not effective. What's out there that's effective is mostly used in a training modality in virtual reality kind of situations, which is not really realistic for outdoor dynamic environments. And also, there's nothing out there that can predict the onset of these crazy fog events that people experience. So the unmet need that we are trying to solve for is that there's no solution that predicts and manages fog in the real world and in real time. So what we are proposing is a wearable augmented reality solution that increases independence, reduces falls, and overcomes fog. The first thing we're building is an ability to predict fog events based on known environmental triggers. Secondly, our solution will be able to scan the nearby environment and detect autonomously hazards that may negatively impact cueing, and then places those our visual cues in a safe area based on where those hazards are. And it does so in a personalized way because we know from the literature that personalized cueing yields better performance outcomes. And we are building this in partnership with a hardware provider called Digilence. And this is what the hardware looks like. It has all the capabilities that our software solution currently needs. And as a proof of concept, our founder, he wore our software solution and he was able to overcome a single event of fog. So what we are doing as a part of this Penn AITC cohort, a fifth-year cohort, is we have 3 aims. The first aim will actually build the MVP. It's going to be voice responsive. It's going to denoise IMU data, and it'll be able to generate safe cues in the real world in real time, and it would adjust to dynamic real world conditions. At the end of aim 1, we will have a functional prototype that will allow personalized cueing, and this will be usable both indoors and outdoors. And this work will be done by myself and a team of AR, VR experts who understand the needs of this platform that we are building. In aim 2, we will take what we believe will be an early alpha prototype and then iterate it based on non-interventional studies. Specifically, we're going to take the prototype and test whether it can predict fog with a set of healthy volunteers. We'll also, at DePauw University, conduct a pilot study that will identify potential Parkinson's and fog relevant kinematic movements that can then be used in a future clinical trial to produce an objective measure by which we can study fog. And to be honest, at that time, determine whether our software is actually having an effectiveness against people with fog. And we will perform a non-interventional study that will evaluate the usability of our now iterated app. At the end of aim 2, we will have an MVP. We will have potential fog relevant gait kinematics, and we'll be able to iterate on top of our MVP. This work will be done by myself, my co-founder Scott Riggle, who suffers from Parkinson's disease, Janae Bennington, who will be our lead at Townhouse Community, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where we will recruit participants who experience freezing of gait, and also Dr. Brian Wright, who's Associate Professor of Kinesiology at DePaul University and will lead the kinematics effort. Our third aim will focus on the regulatory and commercial aspect of our solution. We will complete a competitor regulatory analysis, and also, given the emerging relative concerns with AI, we will develop an AI governance framework, which will be important for us as we take this into the marketplace. And this work will be done by myself, my co-founder Lisa Schott, and Janae Bennington. I appreciate your attention, and I thank Penn AITC for this opportunity. We cannot wait to get started.